Ali Mustafa in Kabul. Ali, any idea on voter turnout and how this violence and the threat of violence has impacted turnout?
Well, as per the Election Commission, up until 2 p.m. yesterday, which was meant to be the only day of elections till they extended it, as you said, because of technical problems, there were 2 million people that had casted votes till 2 p.m. yesterday. Some estimates put it up to 3 million overall. Even then, that's about 31% of all registered voters that showed up in this country to vote. And despite the security situation, there was a suicide attack in northern Kabul, not in the city center where we are, but despite these threats all around us, all around the people, they came out in numbers, and at the end of the day, what mattered was that these people showed up to vote. A demand for change through the power of the ballot box. Young and old waited for hours to cast their votes in the first general elections to be held in Afghanistan for 8 years.
My hope from the new parliament will be for security and job creation.
We need good politicians in parliament. They should be honest and patriotic.
It is every Afghan's responsibility to take part in this democratic exercise for the development of this country.
Since 2015, the vote has been delayed due in part to differences among the leadership. President Ashraf Ghani, who will face his own electoral test next year, cast his ballot in Kabul early on Saturday.
Today, I speak to you as a citizen of this country, and my request is that every Afghan woman and man exercise their right to vote.
The poll is being held after Taliban attacks rocked Afghanistan in recent days.
This is the final destination for millions of votes that will be cast across Afghanistan on election day. But as you can see here, in this polling room, there aren't many people around. One reason for low voter turnout here could be the worsening security situation. In fact, in the past 20 days, across Afghanistan, 56 people have been killed, including the police chief of Kandahar, General Razik.
The 39-year-old police chief had been instrumental in containing the Taliban. He was killed minutes after a meeting with US General Scott Miller in Kandahar. The Taliban claimed responsibility.
Our commitment's the same. We will stay focused on the overall objectives, and part of this is the resolute support, providing support as requested by the Afghan security forces.
The attack came soon after US officials met Taliban leaders in Qatar, reportedly to discuss the possibility of withdrawing troops.
We need peace in Afghanistan. We don't need peace in Qatar or in China or anywhere else. That is, the people of Afghanistan should reach consensus on their own future to determine.
Voting has been suspended in some regions, including Kandahar, due to the security situation. But those who have cast their ballots are pinning their hopes as well as their votes on a change of direction for Afghanistan. And that is the key question, that despite all of these challenges, security challenges, technical difficulties having to do with the electoral process, and on top of that, corruption, the Afghans remain hopeful. They want to carry on. They have been faced with a 17-year conflict in which tens of thousands of people have been killed. They want an end to this conflict. If you ask people generally around here in Kabul and elsewhere, they say for them the US has failed, but at the same time they don't want the Americans to leave, because they need a guarantee that once the Americans leave, there will be peace in this country, not a repeat of what happened in the 1990s when the Soviets left.
Ali Mustafa in Kabul, thank you very much.